And a little glimpse, a little feel of basketball fever. These fans are feeling it in anticipation of this big game. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Beard. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Paul George.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And the Clippers starting five. P.J. Washington is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Harden, then it's Ellis, and it's Leonard in at the small forward. And for the Rockets, we've got Alperon Şengün. Thompson is out there with Lyons. Then it's Chandler. And it's Baker in at the one. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Well, we continue to monitor how this team fares against their rivals. You might remember MP has made it his mission to beat every rival team that crosses his path.
And give MP all the credit in the world. MP has delivered in rivalry games thus far. We know it's been a major emphasis for him. Win as many of these as he can. Tonight might be one of the tougher challenges they face. Could be a close one.
GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Fame.
Now here's Ellis. Bound. Here's Baker. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Puts it up. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Leonard against Lyons. And it's Leonard missing. Here's Houston now. And you know what? We've run out of superlatives to describe this club. They've been untouchable. 31 straight wins. Do you hear me? 31. And sometimes it looks like they're not even breaking a sweat.
Well, this squad has been on an unreal tear through the competition to this point. No question, this is going to end up being one of the greatest all-time streaks that we have ever seen. How far can these guys go? And what's going to be the factor in the game that ends this streak? It's going to be interesting.
Over in the corner, Ellis. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Now, Washington provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Clock is at 3, and here's Harden for 3.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Here's Baker. No good with the triple. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. He can't get it to go. Some solid D here from Baker. A shake. Rebounded by Ellis. The Clippers trail. Pass to Harden. Zubac with the screen for Harden. And here is Washington. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
That's what Zubac is here for, making plays in the trenches.
With the drive, Baker with the bucket. Baker's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And they take the lead.
Yeah, feel for him right now, guys. He's much better than this 1-for-4 start. He just needs to relax a little bit out there and let that game come around to him.
There's Baker. He's one of the most resourceful scorers you'll ever see. He's generating an average of around 33.5 points a game. Here's Harden. Last game we saw him score 14. Ellis outside. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Doesn't get any easier for Zubac. He'll take those anytime he gets them.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Rockets trail by 3. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka, and I asked him how you deal with James Harden tonight, and Coach said his focus is not letting Harden get the matchups he wants, not allowing him to get ISOs. Coach said he has to work for it tonight, so they will try to throw some resistance his way, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Outside Leonard. Back to Harden. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Harden's got 5 points so far.
Well, Harden just outworking them inside. Could we say he wanted it more?
Here's Baker, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Now, here's Washington. Scoreless thus far. Leonard inside, covered by Lyons.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Screen by Şengün. Baker. Oh. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Washington finds Leonard. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Well, it was the Clippers. Their last game a loss to the Bucks. Baker passes to Thompson.
Woo! Okay.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Clippers trail by 4. Harden outside. Pass to Washington. Thompson against Leonard. Clock at 6. Harden outside. Takes a 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Harden's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Clippers. For Houston, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent. Oh!
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Ellis outside. Back to Harden. Over Baker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Shepard's checked in for the Rockets. Here in this stage of the season, Greg, what can struggling teams do to better themselves?
You mean besides make a big trade move? I mean, I think about lineups and schemes. You have to look at what you can control and really establish your identity.
And here's Chandler, who brings it up for the Rockets. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And I love the way they just came right out at them in that game, determined to attack the rim.
And it led to them getting a bunch of points at the free throw line. So that aggressiveness caused foul trouble for their opponent. It was a great aggressive attitude that they played with.
Pass to Washington. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And that ties it up.
If there's an open man, you can make sure that James Harden will find him.
There's Baker. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Miami. Out to Chandler. This one for 3. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And Leonard gets it to go on the assist from Zubac.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
Here's Baker. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Şengün with a screen on Zubac. Houston moving the ball around. Shepard, the pass to Thompson. Over in the corner, Shepard. There's Baker. Zubac defending. And Şengün throws it down.
Great timing and a really good read there from Şengün. Spaces the floor and is rewarded.
Ellis outside. Up top, Leonard. He's covered by Thompson. Stolen by Thompson. And now it's Chandler running. He can go all the way. Unloads. Offensive rebound. Şengün. There's Baker. 10 points for him. Just 5 to shoot. Green for 2 points. Baker's got 12.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Outside Leonard. Over Thompson. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Well, you don't try to search out the mid-range jumper in the analytic age, but Kawhi Leonard does, and it works.
Chandler with the screen on Zubac.
I can ask him.
Chandler's shot.
It probably won't even be all of them.
Chandler's got his third bucket of the night.
I mean, the number of points they scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Ellis outside.
Older sister's not going to want to go trick-or-treat.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the first.
But that's fine if it's the little.
Now here's Harden. He's got 13. No good there.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start.
Heard my phone.
You talk about the Clippers franchise.
It's been going on and off.
So much.
You want to go in the morning after you take them to school?
Really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob
call
McAdoo
him today
his
and try to get it set up so we
Lakers.
can go to the
But man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
Houston making some changes. Jock Landale's checked in for Şengün. Smith comes in for Amen Thompson. And Jalen Green subbed in for Chandler. Shepard brings the double team. Back to Jones. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Feels like Jones just does such a great job of taking pictures of the floor.
Here's Baker, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Zubac.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Houston.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Baker passes to Smith, and Smith with the stuff.
And in that two-man action, Smith can roll, pop out for a 3. Really, he's got the defense at his mercy.
Clippers trail by 5. There's 42 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Here's Baker. Here's the drive.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Outside, Jones. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And here's Leonard. He's coming off a 22-point game against Milwaukee.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
Here's Baker. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Rockets on top, up by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
They've got Whitmore. Green is up there with Baker. Then it's Jabari Smith. And it's Landale in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 for Houston right now. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
First one falls for him. Brent, one thing we've seen these days, three-point variance. Can you explain it?
Well, Kevin, who's hot and who's not, that's basically what it comes down to. Look, coaches are going to have strategies against teams. A lot of teams are taking a lot more threes, but on a night where they are knocking down shots that you're willing to live with, that's when you just tip the cap, take the loss, and move on.
The three from George. Rebound by Smith.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
George with the ball. He's coming off a 10-point game against Milwaukee. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. Jones looking for an opening. Pass to George. Fires from deep. And it's George again missing.
I've not seen him shoot this poorly, guys, in a game this season.
There's the pick. Here's Baker. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And it's an 11-point Rocket lead.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now, here is George. He's covered closely. They swipe it. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, selfless play right there from Green. He's all about getting it to the open man.
Here's George. They need this. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Thompson, he's checked in for Houston. Now George hasn't made one yet. Los Angeles with another miss.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. As athletic a move as you're going to see right there. Unreal.
How about the hang time on that thing? Wow. Rejected by Baker. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. And as we're reaching the end of the calendar year, here's a great chance to delve into the updated power rankings. Take a look at the Mavericks. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And seeing where the Rockets are, they've proved the projections right. They are a dominant club, and they're going to be a tough out for anyone.
Here's George. Misses from close range.
Well, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Jones for three. The rebound by Baker. Baker's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Smith with a screen on Zubac. Oh! And he bangs it home with one hand.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And the Rockets making a change here. Şengün's checked in. Farrell's checked in for the Clippers. Jones with the bounce pass. Now, here's George. He's guarded by Baker. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
Take a look at Thompson. He'll have a spot in the contest if he can hang out at the number 4 spot in the voting. And with his skills, you know he'll have a shot to win it if he can make it in.
He's going to have a great shot. And Kevin, he's going to give it everything he's got if he can make it into the contest. I bet his dunks have some serious thought being put into them.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going. And allowing this to go no further. He stops a 15-0 run by the Rockets.
The screen from Thompson. There's Baker, defended by George. And the basket is good. Baker's got 12 now in this quarter.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
On the wing, George, covered by Baker. Right side, George. Shot clock at 6. Looking to get back on track here. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. Nobody. Grab it out of
No run-of-the-mill stuff there. No. Fellas putting something extra on it.
Greg, can you believe that? My goodness.
And this can deflate the other team. They need to answer back strong.
Pass to Baker. Şengün with a screen on George. Lobbed up there for Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Hey, Greg, where do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass. They generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession.
That's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Chandler's checked in for Jalen Green. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for the Clippers. To the inside. To halt the run. Rockets with the rebound. Şengün's got his 6th rebound on the night. Takes it inside. Here's Baker. 33 points for him. And he goes right over Tyus Jones and slams it down.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Los Angeles calls timeout. Los Angeles making a switch here. With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These squads have been lights out this month. The Rockets #1.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
Harden kicks to Washington. To stop the drought. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Houston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Drives to the hoop. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
And in this matchup, last season, not one of the games went their way.
And then Washington with the dunk.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket. That's unblockable unless they can get a bigger man on him. Got to learn your lesson.
And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They host the 76ers after this game, and that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
And the rejection by Zubac.
Terrific defense from Zubac. His team relies on him to help alter shots.
Zubac with the screen for Ellis. And the 3 ball is good. Ellis has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
That's one of the best 3-point shooters. You've got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Shepard's checked in for Houston. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Leonard's checked in. Now, here is Harden. He's got 13. Yep, it counts. Washington's got 5 points now this quarter.
Now, there are a few players that can read the floor as well as James Harden. He has seen every kind of defense.
Baker kicks to Şengün. Buries it from 3-point range.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
To the middle, here's Washington, and then Washington with the dunk.
Great pass by Harden. He can put it right where you need it to be.
Houston's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. There's Baker. He has 40. Pass to Şengün. Poke loose. On the wing, Harden. Back to Leonard. Lays it in off a pretty alley-oop.
Well, still such a prolific passer in this league. You expect Harden to make those kind of dishes.
Brent, we know that James Harden has won 3 consecutive scoring titles in his past. But now, he really has worked on his game and changed his game to a degree.
Well, that's true, Kevin. Also, the system around him has changed. I mean, what they leaned into in Houston for James Harden to become an offense unto himself was unique at the time. James is a little bit older. He's playing with a different set of players that bring their own skill sets, but he's much more of a passer. He led the league in assists in 2023. So all of his offensive ability has not gone away. It's just manifesting itself in a different form right now.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Zubac with the screen for Harden. To the paint. Kicks it out to Leonard. And the dunk by Zubac.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Here's Washington. Kicks it out to Leonard. Fires the 3. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around. Seemed to be laying in the weeds there in the first quarter, but now we're seeing him come out, put all the cards on the table, and ramp it up.
50 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Harden. Here's Zubats, and it's in there. Zubats has got 12.
Just too determined. Zubats finishing strong.
Houston leading by 21. Baker passes to Landale. There's Baker. He's got 44. Pass to Shepard. There's Baker. 6 on the shot clock. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Takes a step back. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Ellis. Leonard's got 7 points for the quarter. There's Baker. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. And so it's the Houston Rockets in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Houston Rockets.
Well, to be honest, a good shot for one person may not be a good shot for you. Each guy on this team has to understand his limitation and play to their strengths.
Self-awareness, an important trait for those who are constantly trying to get better. Let's turn our attention to the three-point shootout and highlight some of the top candidates.
You gotta love All-Star Weekend, guys, especially when it comes to the three-point contest.
I think we should have a three-point contest right now. You and me, Shaq. Come on.
I don't even think you could beat Ernest.
Hey, easy.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game so far from Baker.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Kawhi Leonard is out there with P.J. Washington. Then it's Ellis. Then it's Ivica Zubats. And it's Harden in at the point. Nobody near Leonard. Those three-pointers off the mark.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Baker. Good. That's another bucket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And how aggressive has he been on the offensive end? Over half the team's points have been his.
Pass to Washington. Leonard with the ball. Up top, Zubats. Covered by Lyles. And the shot goes in. Zubats has got 14.
Look, if he plays the minute.
Chandler outside. For 3. Kawhi Leonard with the flex the pass. And stolen by Leonard. Here's Harden. Lays it up off the glass. 15 points in the game.
Oh, one of these monster nights from James Harden.
Rockets leading by 22. There's Baker. He's one of the most resourceful scorers you'll ever see. He's generating an average of around 33.5 points a game. Şengün kicks to Chandler. And they'll get another chance. There's Baker. Thompson outside. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Ellis.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's Leonard. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you. What's better, Kawhi? And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
the previous play is under review.
It's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and
after review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
A chance now to take a look at some numbers for him.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
In terms of two-way players, Kawhi has to be one of the guys that you would consider as one of the elites. Defensive Player of the Year caliber guy on the wing. He can also carry you offensively.
The Rockets again can't hit.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Ellis can't get it to go. Houston leading by 21. There's Baker. Non-stop scoring machine here. 2 points. That one goes.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
Houston foul. Baker. Personal foul. Second team foul.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Harden kicks to Washington. And here's Harden. 15 points in the game. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. There's Baker, guarded by Harden. Baker, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Washington passes to Zubac. Launches it. And it's Washington missing. Rockets leading by 23. Chandler with the screen on Zubac. Baker kicks to Chandler. Houston moving it around. There's Baker. 6 to shoot. Chandler finds Şengün. Here's Baker. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Washington passes to Ellis. Over Baker. Los Angeles with another miss.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract lengths. Commissioner Silver says, we used to refer to it as dead money, a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, and in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Outside Leonard. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Yeah, get your popcorn out. We've seen this movie before. Kawhi not letting up now on the offensive end.
There's Baker. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Lyles, a screen on Zubac. To Lyles. And the dunk by Lyles.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Knocks down the 3 ball. And it's 6 points for Ellis.
Well, with Leonard on the floor, the team's always going to function a little bit better as a whole. And some of that comes from his unselfish play.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Houston making some changes. Jabari. We've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Houston leading by 23. Chandler is out there with Baker. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Lyles in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Good passing in the paint, maybe even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
The 3 from George. The rebound by Baker. Baker's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Screen by Şengün. And there's the drive. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Well, the most important event of the NBA calendar might be in June. And it's not the finals, but rather for so many teams, Brent, the NBA draft.
Well, Kevin, it's a chance for you to set the table for your franchise. What do you want to have for next year? What do you want to have 5 years from now? And so all the work that goes in, the scouting, the intel work, to build up a team where you are making the steps and taking strides to become a championship caliber team, that stuff starts at the NBA draft.
It's good from long range.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
For the 3, Chandler trains the three-pointer.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Jones with it. Pass to Downton. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And it's George missing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Baker. Chandler outside. Over George. That one rolling around and rims out. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the 4th quarter. It's rebounded by Houston.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Here's Baker. Pass to Lyles. Fires for 3. The rebound by Paul George.
Wait, Mom.
George has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Mom, you want to stay?
Jones.
Who wants
Back
to stay?
to George from the arc. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Not a whole lot going down for him at
How you
this
say it
point.
like
He
that,
just
man?
can't buy a break.
Oh, I thought you said I gotta go to a skating match.
Şengün with a screen on Zubac. And Şengün throws it down.
2 drops.
Great game for him. Double-double down. 11 points and 10 rebounds. Los Angeles has gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. The shot by George, wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall. George has got 11 here in this quarter alone. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Baker. Şengün with a screen on Zubac. Baker and the powerful one-handed slam.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. From deep, George. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Baker with the bucket.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Now, here is George. Defense is right there. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Here's Baker. Another bucket.
Just a magnificent showing for him tonight offensively. Buckets coming in rapid succession.
And get this, guys. He's now tied for the 3rd most 60-point games in league history. Jones for 3. Good D by Thompson. The Rocket shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want when they want it. Here's Şengün. On the wing, Chandler. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Chandler's got 6 in the quarter.
Known as a terrific passer at his position, Şengün excels at finding the open man.
Jones kicks to George. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Here's Baker, defended by Jones. Baker with the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Doughton. Here's George. And then George with the jam.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. The screen from Thompson. Here's Baker. And the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Touched by Zubac. So for the Rockets, Jock Landale's checked in for Amen Thompson. Dylan Brooks comes in for Lyles. And Shepard subbed in for Chandler. 5 to shoot. Here's Baker driving inside. And it's good, 2 points. Baker's got 17 now just in the second half.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And Zubac has proven that, Brent, there's still a place in the league for old school centers.
Well, I think he plays, Kevin, with a...
So we see Houston taking the W here, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.
MP, you the man. I can't wait to go to the family reunion.
Go out there tonight.
It's my turn to raise my hand. I don't know though. You go at 3 and you stuck.
Thanks for coming in.
Attention, there is a 10-game win streak in progress.
Thomas.